Hey guys, I wanted to talk to you about a bunch of new things that I got. Most of them are new products that are out. Wanted to talk with you about them. Excited to do this. If I don't seem like myself, I am feeling a little sick. I was gonna wait until I felt better, but I didn't want the weekend to get away from me and no video be done and then have to wait till next week because I really want to talk with you guys. I love talking with you guys in the comments, answering your questions, that kind of a thing. So I thought I'd just go ahead and do it because, you know, it's a holiday weekend. You might have time to be watching things like this as opposed to next week. So let me get right into it. Sit back and relax. I have a feeling, not feeling well or not, is going to be a chatty video. All right, first up, the elephant in the room. Just kidding. It's not an elephant, but you know what I mean because how much hype has this gotten? I went ahead and ordered the Jaclyn Hill Morphe collaboration palette. Was there any doubt? I don't think so. So first of all, let me just say, overall, I like the palette, but I want to talk to you about a few petty things that I don't like about the palette. And when I say petty, it's not to, just be a jerk, but it's just little things that concern me that you might want to consider. And then the bigger things I'll talk about after the petty things. So first up, when you open up this, it's amazing. I love, love, love the color lineup. I like the ratio of mattes to shimmers. I love the colors. I mean, I'm a warm girl, so this is great. And I love me some purple and blue. And I want to venture into here. So overall, I was very, very excited. Now the colors aren't named on the actual palette. They're 35, so that kind of makes sense to me. So I didn't see anything with the colors on them, and it's funny, I had a conversation with somebody on Instagram. She was like, did you see the colors? And I said, yeah, well, I saw when I opened the box, I got this, and I was like, oh, that's nice, a little postcard about the palette. I don't need this, and I was throwing it away. I throw it in the trash, and it turns around, and I see this is where the names of the colors are. So this is something I'll have to keep around, maybe taped to the back, I don't know, for knowing the colors and that kind of a thing. Again, you see what I'm saying? Petty thing, right? I was a little worried about the palette being white. I'm really neat with my stuff, makeup stuff, I should say. My mother would totally, everything else, my mother and husband would disagree. I'm neat about all the other stuff. But with my makeup, I am, because I'm kind of a germaphobe and I don't, I'm afraid of like eye infection, things like that. I had to turn off, let me just tell you, I had to turn off. I was watching somebody do a tutorial the other day and I had to turn it off because the palette was so like, oh, it creeped me out. I had to turn off the video. So just silly, right? So I'm worried about keeping this clean. I got my first mark on it today and it's just gonna happen. I'm gonna have to accept it. It's white on the outside. One of the things I didn't really in watching other videos about this, I didn't realize the inside is kind of like a gray color, so it's going to be a little bit easier to keep clean, but it isn't like a smooth. I was hoping it would be kind of a smooth, like wipe off color. I think that best example of that is her name, Carly Bible, yeah, I think that's her name, but she has a BH palette, and it's white, but it's like a smooth, like you could wipe it. I was hoping it would be like that, but it's not. So when I have gotten the colors, on the actual palette area, they do kind of stay there, and you can get it off, but it isn't as easy as if it was a smooth surface. So again, all petty stuff. I don't really care that there isn't a mirror. That doesn't bother me at all. The shipping. That's one of the things that kind of annoys me with Morphe. It's like $8 shipping and you're like, gosh, that's kind of more than most people charge. I order a lot of stuff, so I'm kind of familiar with shipping, and that's kind of a lot. If you order like 2 of these, your shipping is free. I think their threshold is like $50 for free shipping, which is kind of standard. A lot of people have it at $50, that kind of a thing. But I was just like, every time with you guys, it's $50. See, I'm wiping stuff off the front. All right, the things that aren't so petty. If you watch the video of Jaclyn talking about this palette, she talks about how these colors, she had them pressed in different ways for pigmentation's sake, so they would be very pigmented. I found that the mattes are excellent. The shimmers give me some concern, the pops of color, because I've already, yesterday I used the purple, the day before that I used the blue. And you can see this blue, I'm sure it's showing in the camera, maybe the purple too, that they're like flat and they look different than the other parts of the palette, right? I haven't used every color though, But for that to happen, I'm wondering why it's so hard and these need to be set with Fix Plus. I don't like wetting my shadows with Fix Plus. It's not my favorite thing to do. I only do it if it's absolutely necessary, and it is with these two, which make them less fun for me to use. Over here, all up in here, you know, all of these cranberries and these shimmers and these mattes, fine on my eyes, but the colors are really like, you could easily end up with mud if you're not doing the Fix Plus route. And even with the Fix Plus route, it was kind of like, when I used it, I was like, So just my observation, but overall glad I got it, and it's a nice palette. But yeah, those are just, you know, a little bit of, you know, a couple things that, you know, for me were like, you know, kind of like that. But overall, I'm glad I got it. Now let's do the other elephant in the room, this guy. This Kim Kardashian West Beauty item, their first item out being a contour set. I'm going to go ahead and do the swatches while I talk to you, because I'm sure some of you want to see swatches. I got the Deep Dark set. Now, what I thought was really funny, and I said this on Instagram, is it took 40 minutes to get the Morphe palette. So it took 40 minutes for Morphe to take my money, but it took 1 minute for Kim Kardashian West to take my money. 1 minute. You know, and both, they were both on the same day and both very busy. So that, I thought that was like coincidence? I think not. So just a little joke there. Okay, I'm doing the contour stick, both of the colors, and then now I just did the highlight and the matte highlight. And I'm going to show you, as an, you know, if you haven't seen this yet, why this set angers me. Yeah, quite a bit. So here are the swatches. So down on the bottom you have a warm and a cool highlight, or excuse me, contour color. And then there's the highlight, and then there's the matte highlight. Now the matte highlight is totally useless to me. Not something I see myself ever using. It looks really, really weird when I try it. You know, of course I tried it. It looks really, really weird. The contour colors are great. I think she got the colors right. The deep dark color set is what I have is fine. The highlight is very pretty. The matte highlight, I can't see myself. It looks really weird. I tried using it and I was like, ooh. You know, it was the kind of thing like, I can't go out with this. So maybe it's like an editorial thing. In pictures it looks great on people. I don't know. Maybe if Makeup by Mario was doing my makeup, maybe it would be great. The thing that angers me the most about this, it isn't that she got the colors wrong. It isn't that I won't be using the matte highlight, and I'll basically be using these three. The thing that makes me the maddest is how much you get in here. Now this is 40, what was it, 48 after shipping? I know it was $50, okay? This is how much you get in here. I think that's a darn shame. I really, really think that's a darn shame, because I showed you with this one, because this is the one I used the least. So this is the one that, you know, is kind of like fully intact. I've only used it very, very sparingly. I think I tried once actually using it on my whole face just to see if I could get the matte, because I was new to it and I was like, oh, let's see if I can get it. Maybe, you know, this is something new that I need to be doing. No, it's not. So yeah, I think it's a darn shame that this is all you get, because this is going to go really quick. And for a you know, if you're including shipping, if you're talking about selling people a $50 product, even if it's 4 things, I think we all deserve more product than we got in this. So very, very unhappy, not with the colors per se, but very unhappy with the amount of product that was given in this. And the other thing is this. Okay, this is going to be a total loss for me as well. This kind of blends you know, blends in okay, but it's just not the type of brush that I would use in general to do this kind of, you know, contouring on my face. I do prefer a powder contour product. But I am familiar with creams, have used, you know, the Anastasia cream and everything like that. So it's not like this was the first time for me. But I just didn't, this isn't the type of thing. I preferred to use my own brushes. I was happiest when I used my own brushes with the contour colors and the highlight. You know, there you go. So this was just kind of like, you know, not a great tool. Even on the go, I don't know. I don't see myself doing a contour on the go, but This, absolutely no way, Jose. It's kind of hard. It's not soft enough. It's not something that I would be using, period. So I would use this before I use this sponge, and I knew that from the beginning, that the sponge was going to be a total loss for me. So yeah, there you have it. I just think for the amount of money that they're charging, that she's charging for the product, you really, I think everybody got, you know, shafted based on how much you get in here. I really do. I just think that's just, I mean, I looked at that, I twisted it up, and I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Because you look at a product, you know, and I have other contour products, you get a lot more in there than you, I mean, that's gonna, you know, you don't even have to worry about using that up by the time it expires. So usually, you know, I like to have that, you know, like, oh, I gotta use this by the time it expires. That, psh, that'll be gone. So yeah, really not happy with that. Let's talk about something happy. Let's talk about some drugstore products. I have a bunch of drugstore products. Some worked, some didn't, you know, that's how it goes. This I was very happily surprised about. This is the Maybelline Master Camo crayon corrector, and they have a bunch of different correctors, different, you know, like the usual colors, green, I believe there's a peach, different colors. I took pictures and put them on Instagram of the display. It's really nice. I got the number 60 red, and this is for color correcting, and it says red for dark circles, deep skin tones. This is a great product. Usually I use a MAC product for this, and you know, for color correcting, you know, around the mouth, under the eyes, that kind of a thing. But this, I don't know what I did that day. I looked back at my receipt and I got this for $5.99. But it's a really nice color correcting product at the drugstore. So let me just give you a close-up of that. So yeah, it's by Maybelline, the Master Camo. So really nice. If you can get this on sale especially, this is great. It's number 60, red for dark circles, deep skin tones. They have a guide on there for you on the actual product and on the display. So if you're looking to, you know, do something specific, they help you out with that, which I think is cool. So I definitely recommend that. This Maybelline Vivid Hot Lacquer, this I really enjoyed. It dries down, and I'll tell you the color in a second. It dries down on the lips, not totally matte. It's a nice glossy looking finish, and it really stays on the lips really well. This is number 68 Sassy, so I'll definitely get another one of these. The Vivid Hot Lacquer. I like this a lot. Very good. What I did not like from Maybelline, they had a bunch of Maybelline displays. I was so excited the week before last when I got these at Rite Aid, so it was good. This I did not like. It was the Maybelline Brow Drama Shaping Chalk Powder. I look like Groucho Marx after my eyebrows after I used this. I should have known. I did want to try it though. It's like a powder formula. I'll show you. I got it in deep brown. It just, if you look at it, you can tell this is going to be trouble. It's a bit ashy, and it clings, and it looks like you've got dust in your eyebrows instead of like helping you kind of define your eyebrows. That's how it looked on me. I considered going back and saying, do they have a black? But I was like, that might be, if I look crazy now, I might look even crazier with the black. So this I definitely will not be using. This is going right in my trash bin, but it got a deep brown. So yeah, it's the Shaping Chalk Powder. Don't recommend that guy. This was really good. This I got yesterday, and I put on my lips yesterday, so I only used it once, but I did like it. It's the Rimmel Stay Matte Liquid Lip Color. It's kind of like a moussey kind of a texture, but a really nice lip product. I did like it. I got Rosetto. Is that what it is? Rosette? No. I thought, I'm reading the colors on the top. It's 500 Fire Starter. It's a really nice red. I'll swatch it for you if you like. I'll swatch the Vivid too. But yeah, this is a nice, it's like a really like, you know, whipped creamy kind of a moussey texture. And, but the finish on this one, the Maybelline Vivid Hot Lacquer, surprised me because it does have a nice finish. It's a glossy looking finish, but it does dry down and stay put really well. And the color is gorgeous. I mean, look at that. Oh, I got the little light in there. But anyway, yeah, so the top one is the Maybelline and the bottom one is the Rimmel. So when they dry down, they look different. This one looks, it still looks glossy. but the rim will kind of dries down matte. All right, something else. Speaking of matte, I want to talk to you about this. I was so excited to get this, and I'm so excited that I'm liking it, and it's been a couple days. I'm liking it. It's the Cover FX Mattifying Setting Spray, and I wanted to try this because I've got a lot of setting sprays. I've got the Milani, I've got a lot of Urban Decay setting sprays, I've got the Makeup Forever. But this, I think this is going to be my favorite. This is their mattifying setting spray. You spray it on. The sprayer's nice. They didn't mess that up. Thank God. But what I like about this is it dries matte. What happens to me, I don't know if I'm alone here. I can't be absolutely alone. There's got to be one of you that this happens to. But usually when I spray my Urban Decay or Milani, it kind of gives me a kind of a shiny, it shines up my face. This, my face is matte, and it stays matte. I'm liking that about this. So it's only been a couple days, and I haven't noticed any irritation in my skin and that kind of a thing, but I'm really, really, really excited about that. So, very, very excited about that. All right, another thing I did not like. This is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Shapeshifter. I just wanted to try this, and why? I don't know, but I just wanted to try it, and yeah, it's going back. So here we go. Let me just show you. This is a great idea, but the colors. Oh, the colors. Let me start with the creams, because here it is right here. You have creams over here, and then you have powders. So here's your contour color. I got the deeper set. What is it? Is it medium dark shift? This is the deeper one. It comes in a lighter one. So there's your contour color. Okay. Nothing, you know, super special, but it's okay. These colors, you know what happens, and I've found this with so many different products that I've tried. When they make a corrector that is in this format, it doesn't stay. It kind of blends into nothing and doesn't help color correct at all. And that's what happened with this. Like, these just do not stay put. That happened in the little Maybelline thing that I reviewed for you recently. That Maybelline kit with the, you know, with the concealer in it and the color correct. It's not strong enough. It's just too lightweight. Like, I need something that is gonna stay put, like spackle. Hey, I want spackle that is going to stay put and really color correct me, and these products just aren't, you know, I can get by with the contour color, and I like that. That's deep enough for me, and it looks really good when I use it. But that's like the only thing on that side that is, you know, stellar to me that I would use. The powders, they totally, like, this is okay for setting, you know, it's that, you know, kind of a yellow powder. This is okay. This is not deep enough. I'd like something deeper. But I think maybe the problem there is that as I read it to you, this is the medium dark shift. If it was a total dark shift, the colors might match me a little better. They tried to get medium and dark and put them together, so that might have been where this went wrong. And if I don't like your highlight color, oh my God. You know, it's like highlights are like the highlight of everything. Like, everybody loves highlight. It's easy to give me a highlight that I love. That, the one in there, no, 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 no. Mm-mm. So yeah, that's going back. Now, something from Urban Decay I do like, and this was sent to me. This is their Urban Decay Go Naked, is it called Go Naked? This is their perfume oil. Smells delicious. Perfect summer scent. I love, love, love it. It really, really is nice. So this is the Go Naked. Boop, boop. This is the Go Naked. Really, really cute. How much do you get in here? What is it? Does it say at the bottom? I don't think it says it. Oh, well, it has this whole thing that folds out, but I don't know if it has how much is in here. But yeah, this is on sale now. This you should be able to find at Ulta or whatever, just to smell it. Just smell it and see if you like it. I think it's a great summer scent. All right, a lot of you asked me about this, and I'm happy to report I tried it, and it is the Vamp stamp. I got the medium one. I never do. You've never seen me with a wing, because I can't do wing eyeliner. I thought maybe once I gave up coffee, once I was pregnant, maybe I would be able to do it. No. This is a great guide if you cannot do it at all like me. This is a great guide. The thing that I'm struggling with now after using it a couple times is getting both of the wings to look the exact same. So let me give you an example. My husband comes home the other day and he says, oh my gosh, your eye looks beautiful. And he's looking at me over here. And he's like, your eye looks beautiful. You know, I had my Jaclyn Hill palette. I had really good, that was the day I used like the blue or purple, I don't know, one of the brighter colors, and I'd used the Fix Plus and everything, and I had my wing, and he's like, that looks really, really great. And I go, yeah, look over here. And it, you know, and I'm like, this is the wah-wah side, all right? So I'm still working with this, and what I'm gonna do is keep working with it and eventually show up to a video with both wings on and tell you that tell you how long it took me to perfect this. Now, you get this. This is, and it tells you left or right which one to use. I can't fault anything about this whole thing. It's the price is it's like $25. I think I got the wing, the medium, and I got their eyeliner, and that was like that. 50 bucks, 45, something like that. So, you know, I wanted the medium because I didn't think they have medium and large, and I think they just came out with one that's smaller than medium, which I might be interested in once I perfect this. So you get that. When you get their liner is kind of neat. It's on a, you get this and you just dab it in there, because there's a sponge in there, and then all the color comes off and you can do your wing. Now what you can do if you don't get there, you don't have to get their eyeliner. What you can do, and I tried this as well, is I had my Maybelline liner, my liquid liner, my black liquid liner, and I just painted all over this and then used it. That worked perfectly fine. If you have a gel in a pot, you might be able to use that as well. I don't have any you know, gel liner, so I didn't try that, but it did work fine with the liquid liner. So yeah, I'm still perfecting this, but it's a great guide for someone like me that just has no way of doing this with a hope in hell, you know, freehand. Just can't do it. So yeah, I will keep working with this and get back to you on this, because I am convinced I can make it work, because I've had some success with it, just not success with both eyes at the same time, you know? All right, next up. This I loved. This was good. It's their new, they have blush trios, Anastasia, Beverly Hills. I have Berry Adore. I love this last color. That's what I'm wearing today, Desert. Oh, this is beautiful. These are deep. This is going to be great during the winter. The deepest color and the berry color I think I'll use more in the winter time, but this lighter color called Desert is just gorgeous. This is velvet, and the berry is exotic in the middle, and these worked really well on me. I like these blushes. They're not like super exciting, but for what they are, I think they're beautiful. I don't think there are any other trios that I want. There's a couple trios. If you're more fair than me, there's, you know, a lighter trios for you, but I was excited about this, and even though there's I was excited about this, and I was happy with the blush because I think it looks really nice, and it looks I love that color Desert. That's like my kind of a warm weather color, kind of in, you know, it's a bright kind of like that makes you look lit from within. All right, here we go. This was sent to me, and I was very interested in talking to you about it. It is the, this is at Sephora, if you were curious. This is the Blend Smart Rotating Makeup Applicator. Now, in the last video that I did on new products, I will link it below if you didn't watch it. I talk about some other new products from a couple weeks ago that I purchased and tried out and gave you my initial first impressions on. I tried out the Clarisonic attachment for, you know, putting on your makeup. So this I thought would be great to try. It's another option. And here's the product. Again, I told you this is at Sephora. Here's the product, and I put the attachment on. It's very easy. They're kind of like magnetically. And then you have a battery. You put the battery in and you twist this guy on, and then there's a button right here, and you go. And it rotates and puts on your foundation like flawlessly airbrushed like. I thought it worked really well. Now, the head that is on there now is the this one. I think, yeah, it's this one. They sent me an extra full coverage brush head. So that's what's on there right now. So this is an additional $20-something. I think it's $26. So this is the one that I really like. The one that it came with, I wasn't as excited about, and I believe this is $69. So you get the base unit and this brush head. So I wasn't as excited about this, but the full coverage brush head I really like. So I have no complaints about this whatsoever. I really like the way that the finish turns out. It does look airbrushed. This is a nice to have, not a must have, I would say. And I really just think it's a fun kind of a thing. And it's one of those things that I go to when I'm lazy. Because it blends everything for you, and it's really nice. And you can use this for other things besides foundation, and they have different heads. What I think a lot of people, besides, you know, the fact that it blends everything for you and it gives you an airbrush finish, the thing that I'm noticing that I like the most about this, the #1 thing that I think, besides making this a nice to have, makes this very economical, is I'm using less foundation using this. That's something that I noticed, because it's not, my foundation isn't getting sucked up as much. Like when I use a regular makeup brush, and even the beauty blender doesn't suck up your foundation as much, but I'm just like tapping in it, and it like does the whole side of my face. And I look at it and I'm like, I'm done there. You know, it's kind of weird because I've used so little that I'm like, surely I need to dip more, but I look at my face and I'm like, okay, I'm done there. This is kind of good. So that's why I will continue to use it, is I'm using less foundation. So I appreciate that, and I like that about it. Again, you know, if what you're trying to do is not spend, you know, the $69, maybe getting an extra brush head, you might want to get the Clarisonic. If you already have a Clarisonic, you might want to get the Clarisonic head, because as I told you on the last video, that's $35. But this is really nice, and I can see myself using this a little bit more just because of the fact that the Clarisonic, I still like it. I'm not saying taking back that, you know, that I like it. I like this as a little more of a gentler thing. With that Clarisonic, it's like that motion that the Clarisonic, and if you have one, you know, that motion is kind of like first thing in the morning, it's like, you know, that kind of thing. Whereas this, I can barely hear it. You know, it's more soothing and that kind of a thing. So I am reaching for this a little more. So, you know, so take all that into consideration. I mean, maybe this is something you throw in your Sephora cart for the next time that they have a sale. You know, maybe that's what you do with it. But it's nice to have, and kind of a fun, like I like a little makeup tool here and there. It's kind of fun to have makeup tools here and there, you know, as you go along. Gosh, it is so hot in here. So hot in here. Guys, thank you so much for joining me with all my new little products. Let me know if you have any questions below. You know, I'm more than happy to answer any questions that you have. I hope this was helpful for you. I thank you for all of your support and watching the videos and following on Instagram and Twitter. I love hearing from you guys. And I hope you're having a wonderful summer, and that you're going to have a really nice July 4th. All right? So I will see you soon with more new products, of course. All right? Bye-bye.